Pittsburgh isn't the underdog anymore. It's mutating. And if you move here thinking that it's still your grandpa's steel town, you're going to miss one of the biggest urban comebacks in America. The question is, will you be watching it happen or living in the middle of it? Hey everyone, I'm Diane McConaghy, your local relocation and real estate guide here in Pittsburgh. And let me tell you, by 2026, Pittsburgh will look nothing like the city that you think that you know. In this video, we're going to unpack the 6 massive shifts already transforming Pittsburgh, what they mean for you, your wallet, your lifestyle, and how you can get in before the rest of the country wakes up. Quick thing, before we dive in, hit subscribe and ring that bell if you want the inside track before these changes go mainstream. Because what I'm about to show you will absolutely change how you think about moving to Pittsburgh. For years, downtown Pittsburgh was that cousin that you absolutely love but secretly worry about. You know what I mean. She's beautiful, she's got that old soul charm, but after 5 o'clock, kind of quiet. Well, that's over. Right now, the city, Allegheny County, and the URA, or Urban Redevelopment Authority, have teamed up on a $600 million revitalization plan to bring downtown back to life. Not just during work hours, but all day, every day. Market Square is literally being rebuilt from the ground up. New stone paving, energy-efficient lighting, bigger outdoor dining patios, and pedestrian-friendly walkways are all a part of the redesign. When it's finished, this area is going to feel more like a European plaza than a lunch hour stop. And it's not just cosmetic. 217 housing units are coming downtown through office to residential conversions, according to the URA. Developers are turning those quiet office towers into homes with rooftops, decks, gyms, and street-level shops, the kind of places where you can live, work, and play without ever leaving your block. Cultural anchors like Hines Hall and Point Park University are also stepping up with night markets, open-air performances, and art corridors that keep the downtown energy going long after the office lights go out. Here's why this matters. When downtown thrives, everyone else follows. Jobs cluster closer. Restaurants and retail return. And yes, property values rise. But here's the catch. Every renaissance comes with a little chaos. There are cranes, road closures, construction dust, all those growing pains that come before the glow up. So if you buy or lease now while the dust is still falling, you're early. And early means equity. Wait until 2026 when the ribbon cutting is done and the cameras show up, and you'll be paying for the privilege of missing all the mess. Are you thinking about relocating to the greater Pittsburgh area? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below. From top employers, the best hospitals, and a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. The best part is that this guide is 100% free. That's right, you heard me right, 100% free. Just click the link in the description or the top pinned comment. Hope that helps. For generations, Pittsburgh's factories forged that steel that built America's skyline. Today, those same minds are forging something completely new. Algorithms, robotics, artificial intelligence. This city has quietly become a tech powerhouse, and the momentum is real. The state's new artificial intelligence strike team, a collaboration between Governor Shapiro's office, Carnegie Mellon University, and the Pittsburgh Technology Council, is working to attract AI companies and data center investments right here in Western Pennsylvania. That initiative has already helped secure projects in robotics, cloud computing, and next-generation manufacturing. One of the biggest players, Aurora Innovation. They continue to expand its autonomous trucking facilities on the north side, while former engineers from Argo AI have launched a wave of mobility startups across the region. Between Carnegie Mellon, the University of Pittsburgh, and UPMC's innovation labs, this city now produces some of the most advanced tech research in the country. According to the Pittsburgh Technology Council, tech employment keeps climbing, with average STEM salaries now topping $100,000 a year, all in a metro where the cost of living is still far below the national average. And here's what that means for anyone thinking about moving here. In Pittsburgh, opportunity is built in. The median home price sits around $350,000, which is less than half of what you'd pay in Austin or Boston. So you're living just minutes away from world-class research, global employers, an entire ecosystem of innovation without the West or East Coast price tag. In Pittsburgh, you're not just chasing jobs, you're getting ahead of the curve. Steel once built America. Now, Pittsburgh is building its future, digital, sustainable, and smarter. If you really want to know where a city is headed, look at its airport. And right now, Pittsburgh International Airport is telling a story of growth, connection, and big city ambition. The airport is in the middle of a $1.7 billion modernization project that's completely reimagining how Pittsburgh connects to the rest of the world. The brand new terminal, designed by Gensler and HDR, is set to open in mid-2026. It features wide, light-filled concourses, a geothermal heating and cooling system, and architecture inspired by our bridges and rivers, a nod to Pittsburgh's identity and resilience. When this terminal opens, it's expected to create about 14,000 jobs during construction and generate more than $2.5 billion in total economic impact for our region. That's not just an airport project, that's a community builder. And the connections are growing too. New nonstop flights to London, San Francisco, and Toronto are already confirmed, with more destinations being negotiated every year. So what does all this mean if you're thinking about moving here? For travelers, entrepreneurs, and remote professionals, it means easier access and more opportunity. It means you can live in Pittsburgh, enjoy our affordability and quality of life, and still have a global career. Even nearby communities like Moon Township, Findlay, and Coriopolis are quietly appreciating as new hotels, restaurants, and logistics centers pop up around the airport. Homes near the Parkway West are already seeing steady growth because of what's happening right here. 5 years ago, catching a flight out of Pittsburgh felt like a chore. By 2026, it'll feel like leaving from a world-class tech campus. One more sign that this city is thinking bigger, building smarter, and connecting faster than ever before. When you look at Pittsburgh's skyline right now, it's not just the view that's changing, it's how we're living inside it. After the pandemic, so many downtown office floors sat dark and empty, but that's changing fast. Those old office spaces are being transformed into beautiful new apartments, condos, and lofts. The city's Urban Redevelopment Authority launched a downtown conversion program that gives incentives to developers who include green design and affordable housing options. And the results are already showing. Right now, there are about 217 housing units being converted downtown from office to residential apartments. Each of these projects is taking what used to be empty workspaces and turning them into modern homes with rooftop, decks, gyms, coffee shops, and walkable access to the best parts of the city. And it's not just happening downtown. According to the Pittsburgh Business Times, condo prices have climbed about 8.5% over the past year, while rental vacancies dropped below 4% in most of the downtown area. That means that more people are choosing to live where the city is growing the fastest. Now imagine this. You finish work, take a short walk home, and step out onto your rooftop patio just in time to catch a concert in Market Square or grab dinner along Penn Avenue. That's the new Pittsburgh lifestyle. Vibrant, walkable, connected. It's urban living that is unmistakable Pittsburgh warmth and affordability. The truth is, this city is redefining what it means to live downtown. And for those who get in early, you're not just buying a home, you're buying into Pittsburgh's next chapter. This part gets me every time, because it's Pittsburgh's soul evolving right in front of us. For more than a century, these riverbanks roared with the sound of steel. They built America's bridges, its skylines, and its backbone. And now, those same sites are coming alive again, only this time they're humming with innovation instead of industry. Just a few miles from downtown, Hazelwood Green has become one of the most exciting redevelopment projects in the country. It's a 178-acre former steel site that's now home to Mill 19, a state-of-the-art research facility powered entirely by solar energy. Inside, Carnegie Mellon University runs its Advanced Robotics for Manufacturing Institute, where they're literally inventing the technologies that will define the next industrial era. Then, up on the North Shore, the Esplanade project is transforming about 15 acres of old industrial land into something truly special. Waterfront, parks, shops, restaurants, and modern homes overlooking the river. Developers expect it to become a major entertainment and residential destination, all while connecting the riverfront back to the community. And if you head further west, the old mill town of Aliquippa, once symbols of Pittsburgh's industrial past, is now being reimagined for the digital future. This site is being evaluated for AI data centers and clean tech campuses. It's part of Western Pennsylvania's larger effort to attract high-tech investment through the new AI Team initiative. Across the region, the Environmental Protection Agency reports that 25 brownfield sites, former industrial properties, have already been certified clean, backed by more than $40 million in federal grants since 2022. The same ground that once shook with hammers and furnaces now buzzes with keyboards, data centers, and coffee shops. It's poetic, it's progress, and it's proof that Pittsburgh never stopped being a city of builders. It just changed what it's building. Everything we've talked about in this video, the new housing, the airport expansion, the tech boom, even downtown's revival, is all leading up to one huge moment. And that moment is the spring of 2026. That's when the NFL draft officially comes to Pittsburgh. For one incredible weekend, the entire football world will be right here, live, loud, and looking straight at us. The NFL estimates that the event will bring in close to 1 million visitors and generate more than $150 million in tourism revenue for the region. That means packed hotels, bustling restaurants, and national attention on a city that's been quietly rebuilding itself into something extraordinary. And you can already feel the urgency. Every major project will be talked about, from Market Square's redesign to the Esplanade development. It's accelerating its timeline to be ready before that first camera goes live. Parks are being polished, roads resurfaced, hotels expanded, and public spaces reimagined, because the world will be watching. For 1 week, millions of viewers across the country will see our skyline, our bridges, our rivers, and our neighborhoods. They'll see a Pittsburgh that's modern, creative, and full of life, not just a memory of the steel era, but a symbol of what reinvention looks like. And here's the truth. When that happens, people notice. They'll Google Pittsburgh, they'll check the housing prices, and they'll start making plans. So if you're even thinking about moving here, do it before the cameras roll, because once the rest of the country falls in love with what locals already know, you'll be buying after the boom, not before it. So here's where we stand. Downtown is waking up, tech is reshaping our job market, the airport is connecting us to the world, housing is transforming into community living, industrial lands are turning into innovation districts, and the NFL Draft 2026 is the spark pulling it all together. Pittsburgh isn't just changing, it's evolving. If you're really thinking about making the move to Pittsburgh, don't go in blind. Grab my free Pittsburgh Relocation guide using the link below. It breaks down the best neighborhoods, top-rated schools, cost of living, and all the real numbers you need to make a smart decision before you pack that first box. And when you're done, check out my next video. Is Pittsburgh expensive to live in? I'll walk you through exactly what your money gets you here so that you can see why so many people are choosing to call Pittsburgh home. And when you're ready to take the next step, whether that's buying, selling, or just exploring what's possible, reach out to me directly. My contact information is right below this video. I'm Diane McConaghy, your local Pittsburgh realtor and relocation guide, and I'd love to help you find the perfect home here in Pittsburgh. I'll see you in the next week.